We have 10 Norwegian Jewel tips to make your next Norwegian Jewel cruise more awesome than you could have imagined.
That's right.
Starting with tip number 1.
Enjoy the best breakfast and pub food aboard at Ocean's Bar and Grill.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Ocean's is complimentary. It's an Irish pub and grill, and they have awesome breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. You do not want to miss the Ocean's breakfast on Norwegian Jewel. They have this awesome, super thick French toast, crispy and tasty on the outside, spongy like cake on the inside. So sweet and delicious. You don't even need syrup. They also have pancakes.
Yes, which I really like. And you can get a fruit bowl. If you want eggs one day, they'll ask you how you want your eggs. You can get toast.
They also have English breakfast.
Yeah.
And it's not just breakfast. We're also saying you got to try the pub food. In other words, snacks, appetizers, like their chicken wings, their nachos.
Yeah.
And I know you really liked their pretzel bites.
Hey, pretzel bites. I think they're the best fun thing to eat. You get little balls of pretzel balls and you can dip them in the cheese sauce. It's so good. And you can watch a game while games are happening or a show is happening.
Yeah, it's a great setting. And you can also order drinks, of course. The drinks aren't complimentary, but the food is.
Yes.
Let's move on to tip number 2. Be sure to take advantage of the best tables on board at the Great Outdoors Buffet Bar. A lot of people won't notice this place until the second or third day of the cruise, if they notice it at all. When you go to the buffet, keep on moving further back to the very back of the ship. There's this outdoor area, outdoor seating with this great view. You can watch the wake of the ocean, enjoy a nice meal from the buffet right there outside the buffet, the main buffet that is. And they also have a bar.
That sounds great.
We noticed a lot of people did not notice this place until well into the cruise. So be ahead of the game. Head straight to the Great Outdoors.
Right. It's your own secret buffet.
Yes. And a great view. Yes. What is tip number 3?
Tip number 3, if you are going on an Alaskan cruise, you want to splurge for that balcony because balcony and Alaskan cruise are perfect because you want to see all the wildlife, all the scenery. And Alaska is super amazing, super fun. It's true. More than you would think.
Yes.
It's amazing. I loved it.
So getting the balcony cabin is going to cost more than an inside or an ocean view cabin. But on an inside passage Alaskan cruise, you're so close to the land and the island so much of the time. And you're going to see glaciers. You might see whales. You're going to see eagles. You're going to see all kinds of wildlife. Why not pay a little extra and have your own private viewing spot?
Right. And you might see a bear.
Yeah. Well, you might see a lot of things. Trust us, you will like the balcony cabin. And speaking of liking, if you're enjoying these cruise tips, be sure to click the thumbs up icon below to like this video. It really helps us out. Now, for tip number 4. Be sure to book both steakhouses. If you like steakhouses, you're in luck. Norwegian Jewel has 2 steakhouses. There's Cagney's, the American-style steakhouse, and Moderno Churrascaria, the Brazilian steakhouse. So I'll describe Cagney's. Cagney's has awesome ribeyes. They have great seafood, too. You can get surf and turf, awesome service, a classic setting. They really know their stuff.
They do.
Perfectly grilled steaks. The steaks we've got at Cagney's on Norwegian have always been awesome. You want to talk about Moderno Churrascaria, the Brazilian steakhouse?
Moderno is like another restaurant above other restaurants.
Yes.
Because one, you get this amazing salad bar that has a charcuterie and has normal salads and fixings. And you also can get different types of cheese, and you can get soup.
Yes, it's got an awesome salad bar, but let's move on to the meat. I want to hear about the meat.
Oh yeah,
it's a steakhouse.
So once you get done with your salad bar, you don't want to get too full because there's the meat that's coming.
And how does it come to the table?
It comes so exciting. They come around with long poles with meat on it, and they like how skewers. Many do you want? And I like a slice. So they slice how much you want. It's so good.
So they got beef, pork, sausages, chicken. We really like, whenever we go to Maderno, the dessert. That is, they bring around, also on the skewer, this cinnamon grilled pineapple.
Oh yeah.
You can smell it coming. It is so good.
Cinnamon caramel, like
caramelized, yes.
Yeah.
But we're getting lost in the weeds. We got to move on to the next tip.
Oh man.
Book those steakhouses. They cost a little extra, but we think they're worth it. What's number 5?
Grab a beer or a frozen cocktail at the Pit Stop Bar. It's on deck 13. So
yes. This is a really cool outdoor bar that overlooks the pool area and has great views looking off to either side of the ship. Great for an Alaskan cruise or any cruise where you want to enjoy the views and the fresh sea air and get a frosty beer. Or I know you like to get a frozen cocktail like the
mango meltdown. That's my favorite.
Tip number 6. Be sure to reserve your specialty dining prior to your cruise. If you want to book any of the specialty restaurants like Cagney's or Maderno Churrascaria or La Bistro, there's so many great choices. Be sure to book them before you get on board, because otherwise they might sell out, or at least the time you're looking for is quite possibly going to sell out. Most passengers are able to book their specialty dining ahead of time as early as 90 days before their cruise. So keep an eye on that. Go on to insail.com and be sure to update with reserving your specialty dining before your cruise. What's tip number 7?
7 is download the Norwegian app to your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with a wide variety of things. You can look at the daily schedule and see what's going to happen that day. You can also, if you want to text, it will also show you where you are on the ship if you get lost, which I do.
Yeah, it's got ship maps.
Yeah. So
yeah, you can check your bill. You can make reservations. Like Joy said, you can check the activities and you can see where you're at. That's a great thing to have. You'll want it before you get on board. Download the Cruise Norwegian app. And you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll put a link in the description below so you can just click on that to get it right after you watch this video. And another thing you should do before we do our last 3 tips here is be sure, if you haven't done so yet, to subscribe. Doesn't cost anything to follow us. Just a way to keep up and not miss our future cruise tip videos and all of our cruise videos. We really would appreciate it. Just click subscribe below. Now, for tip number 8, for some extra fun on Sea Day, head to Deck 13. Deck 13 is where all the activities at. They've got golf driving nets, a basketball court, a volleyball court, and a tennis court. All kinds of outdoor activities taking place on a ship. If you've got really active teens or others in your party, including yourself, that wants to get out there and enjoy some of these things, just think about going home and telling people how you played basketball on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean.
Wow.
What's tip number 9?
Go to the Tsar's Palace main dining room. Instead of fighting people and waiting in line at the buffet, you can just sit down, relax. You get a menu and you can decide what you want, and it's a full dining experience.
Yeah, they're open for all 3 meals, and it is the more elegant of the 2 main dining rooms. There is another smaller dining room, but we recommend Tsar's Palace over the other main dining room and over the buffet.
Yeah, it's so great. Yeah. You can decide if you want breakfast or lunch or dinner. It's so nice just to relax.
Yes, they've got some great food there.
Yes.
And now for its tip number 10, relax and enjoy the view during the daytime at Spinnaker Lounge. Spinnaker Lounge has a great view from high up at the front of the ship. You can enjoy the view, participate in different activities, or just hang out and read a book. And at night, the Spinnaker Lounge gets really energized with music and dancing. You can go and party and dance the night away. So that's been our 10 Norwegian Jewel tips. We hope those were helpful to you. For more great information on the Norwegian Jewel, be sure to watch this video next.